on this computer. Hey, Laura, it is Friday, July 1st, the first day of July, and we are approaching a weekend where we are very patriotic. As you can see, we've got this vibe going on. But we're going to have some fun today. We're going to talk about some history. We're going to talk about different things. And I am so excited that we came up with this and that, Laura, I know you got some great information that you found. How are you doing today? And let's talk. Let's talk.
I am doing great. This is one of my favorite holidays too. It just, I think it's the one holiday out of all of them that I don't get emotional about. I more or less reminisce of the old times and I just laugh. It's just one of those holidays. We were there with our relatives and stuff, but it was just a holiday of great celebration and fun. You can't help but laugh about things, and stuff. But what we're going to do today, Deb, we talked about this and I thought we would really want to do this. It's really interesting. We're going to talk a little bit about the history of 4th of July.
Yep.
Mind you, we're not experts on anything. And we did some research and I could not believe what I read, but it must be things that we don't know that we never looked up before. So I encourage you people to go and look up the history of 4th of July because it's amazing. 4th of July was started on July 4th, 1776, but actually the thought of it was on July 2nd when they got this idea that they were going to break away from England. And they got together and they talked about it, okay? It was not on paper or anything yet. They sat and they talked about what they wanted on there. And then it was 4th of July when they kind of all got together again and they discussed all the things that they wanted to have in there. I mean, if you think about it, like I was telling you, Debbie, how would they be able to do that in one day,
Yeah.
So that's what I have. And then it wasn't until right after that, like July 7th, when they actually did it on parchment paper and they did the calligraphy and all that and they got it ready. And then, Deb, I'm going to tell you this part. It's just amazing. They actually didn't sign it until August, beginning of August, like August 2nd. And there are so many people involved. Johnny Adams was one of them. And he said, you know what? There's no way we could just have all these different dates. So he pretty much declared that 4th of July was going to be on the 4th. And it even wasn't until later on that they made it a holiday and they made it a paid holiday for people in the government and stuff. So it was a process of dates. They just happened as the years went by, like the following year, they says, okay, we're going to declare 4th of July on the 4th, okay, our independence. Even though there was no signatures done, that's when it all came together. Deb, you want to add anything to that?
Well, I just want to say this, that any of this stuff that we learned in school, I completely have not kept it in my head. Okay. So I never really paid too much attention to it, but I've always been, as you can see, I have my little friends here, very patriotic. And Lori and I have dressed, I've got my little shirt with my stars and she's got her stuff on. But, I feel like really honored to think about the 4th of July of like what had taken place. You think back to it now, we think about things the way we are right now. We think about decisions that are made, and stuff. And again, we're not trying to be political here. This is not the platform right now that we're providing. We're just talking about history and we're talking about like things that have happened. And I think to myself, how our ancestors, what they went through, how they had to debate this out, how they had to talk, and how they didn't have what we have today. There was no internet. There was no, look at how they did it. They wrote on the parchment paper. Probably, can you imagine the ink pens? They probably dipped them and they probably did their thing. And, it's just a whole different thing, but they made some decisions and here we are, the United States of America, And so I hope that everybody stands proud and tall when you hear those songs being sung, when you go to the ball game, I get tears in my eyes when someone sings it. I know a few people in particular through our school system when they used to sing it, I would like the tears would be coming down because I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is something to be so proud of, and so it's something that we have to honor. But I really want to say this. I think in light of all this, which is really great, which we know and we celebrate it, and we look at the red, white, and blue, and we look at our beautiful flag. What are you going to do on 4th of July, Laura? Or should I say the whole weekend? Because I feel like since Friday today, we are
Yeah.
designating Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think we need to do it that way as our how
Yeah.
it doesn't happen that way very often. So what are you going to do?
Well, Saturday, I don't have any really big plans yet. I probably do, but just don't remember what they are. But
Okay.
they were going over to Gary's sister's house, and all the relatives are going to come over. We'll have a big, dinner and everything with ribs and all that kind of stuff. And I love family around me. You know that, Debbie.
Hmm.
On Monday, my daughter is going to have her first party at her place to celebrate my grandson's second birthday. So
Yay.
I'm so looking forward to that. And I know it's going to be a great time. And then, of course, fireworks. So she lives near downtown Plainfield, so we should be able to see some great fireworks. And
Mhm.
how about you, Deb? What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to be throughout the weekend. Well, we're going to go to my brother's. We're going to have some fun there. He has a pool. That'll be fun. I know we'll probably be around here some too, but I do know that on the day of 4th of July, usually I go back to our grassroots floor. I go back to Downers Grove. I go to the parade, and I take my grandson with my daughter goes, and we have some friends that always like find the same spot, so we all try to sit together, and it's great because it's kind of cool. You see what they have every year. It's a different parade. Sometimes it's, tons of bands and tons of schools. And then we always like to go to our local fireworks. And that I remember as a kid, let's talk about that too. I'll say mine and then you can say, as a kid, we always would go to the fireworks. I remember being little and it was just like really fun and I always loved it. And it's just so pretty. Even whenever you're in any place that has fireworks, it just is so funny how pretty it can be and how you can feel. But I looked it up a little bit. I kind of went into Google and I said, well, why do we do them? Where did that come from? Because honestly, it's kind of interesting. And I didn't find much on exactly why they were brought in, but of course I did find because they were celebrating. So they started an annual year after they did the signing and they chose to keep it on the 4th. And they did it, the annual celebration started, I found, in Philadelphia, which is kind of interesting. But we're going to go to Ty Warner, which is in the Westmont area. And I want to give you guys a tip. Okay. So you know how like you go to these great places and they have these glow sticks. Okay. Michael's right now. I got a teacher's discount because my daughter was with me, but 92 cents for 15 of them. Do you know that they go around the fest? Anywhere you go, they're selling them from $1 to $2 to $3 to $4 to $5 a glow stick. I have 15 for 92 cents. I was very proud of myself that I thought ahead because I remember one year I was like trying to find them and I couldn't find them because, the kids love that, it's just funny. But we go and honestly, where we go, you can bring your coolers and make your sangria and whatever you want to do. It just seems like the right thing to do. It's fun, but that's kind of what I'm doing now. But Laura, do you remember anything from when you were younger, like what you guys did? Because the biggest memory for me was, like I said, going to the fireworks with my cousins,
Well, I'm going to throw something out there, and I think you're probably going to laugh. Dorhofer Park.
Oh my God, we used to walk there. We walked to Dorhofer Park. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dorhofer Park. But you know what? It was great by our house. We lived next to a prairie. There was a house next to us, and then the prairie was there. My dad would get a whole mess of fireworks, and we would shoot them off in the prairie so nobody got hurt. But from there, you could see the fireworks from Dorhofer Park. So we had a great time. All the neighbors were sitting out on the patio. It was just so much fun. My dad just looked forward to it every year,
Yep.
Just great. All the families were out there. Oh God, if we could go back one more day, I would love to be there. But Dorhofer Park is just the name that I always think of because that's where it was near us and near you too, even closer.
We used to walk, yeah. And didn't we both, I was only a Panther cheerleader for 1 year, but didn't you do it for a few years? And we did it there too.
I did it 2 years, once for the Panthers, and then I was at St. Joe's once.
Right.
I did a float like 2 or 3 times
Yeah.
with St. Mary's Teen Club. And
Oh my God, me too with you.
yeah. And then do you remember, Debbie? And I'm trying to remember this, and this is amazing. Do you remember after the Downers Grove parade, they would have a big truck there and they were cutting watermelon?
Yes, I do remember that.
Do you remember if those were free or do we have to pay for it?
I don't know. I don't remember, but I do remember that. Well, you know, guys, me and Lori, we were like big time into floats and stuff when we did floats for homecoming. But you're right. I remember doing the one for the teen club, you know, so we were in that age bracket where we were in high school. We were doing the teen club and we would do floats, and we used to do them. I don't know if we did the teen club floats at the Matthias's house, but I remember we did it over there.
Right.
And you know what? We were good at it. I'll tell you what, I don't see floats like we used to do. We had floats that were like insanely cool, but we used to go get we can share a little of this funny stuff, but remember we used to have to go get some of the materials, and we would go to some of the construction sites and maybe think that we're taking stuff they were throwing out, but I don't know if they were really throwing it out. We were grabbing things and we're like, oh, this is great. We need this wood. We need this. We need that. I'm not sure if we were supposed to be doing that, but we weren't trying to steal. We just kept it to like,
no, we did not. And then, you know, I had 3 years at the flower shop. We participated in the Eyes of the Sky parade and
oh, that's a good one with the balloons.
Yeah, and we had so much fun. I remember one year we made my favorite one, and I'll put it up for 4th of July. We had this bridge, and we all dressed up like we were flowers in a pot.
Oh, please share. Yes.
My dad was pretending he was watering us.
Oh my gosh.
And we were giving out roses to everybody. We must have gave out thousands of roses. Well, it was so much fun. And then we'd have a big party at the flower shop afterwards.
Well, let me just make mention that was the best and biggest flower shop ever. And it was. And your dad was the absolute, I mean, he was such a giving man. And look at how the talent was. I mean, your talent, his talent, you know, all the people that were the designers there. I can't even remember half of them, but I do remember some of them. And I remember coming by there and watching and just like, you know what? I'll tell you what, I might not tie bows like you, but I certainly have learned from you how to do some of the bows. And I know we did one of those things before too, when we were doing them on one of our segments. And the creativity was amazing, you know? So
it was fun working with my family for all those years. But, you know, holidays are about family. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I know we're tired and I know that we like to sleep in. I don't work anymore, so I can't really say that. But, you know, I know everybody out there works really hard and they want to just stay home or relax on a holiday like that. But this is a great celebration this year, you know, without having the COVID problems, and we go out without masks. And I just am so excited. And you know what? Keith Semple's band, performing at one of the golf courses here in a town called Bolingbrook on 4th of July. So look up your local bands on YouTube or anywhere, Facebook or anywhere, and see where they're playing for the 4th of July, because a lot of them are playing over the weekend. So there's a lot of fests going on. So I don't think you'll be bored at all.
Well, and let's mention that we've been fortunate to go to some of the music. I know you got to go see the Bronx Wanderers again, which was fantastic, which I wish I could have went. But then we got to go see, you know, Jeff and his band Strung Out. And I mean, oh my God, I got to tell you, like, I had people say to me how amazing they were. And we already knew they were amazing, but all these bands that we're getting to know are so good. And again, you guys, music, you know what? I came to this realization the other day, and I was talking to somebody about it. And it's like, you know what? We all work so hard, whether you're employed or not employed, it doesn't matter. You're still working hard at what you're doing. You've got to take time to smell the roses. Haha, but you know what I mean? Like a little pun intended, but just really, you do, because you know what? Life is like a journey of things that we're doing. But you know what? You got to get out and, first of all, celebrate our independence that we have. thank the Lord, because honest to God, there's countries that don't have what we have, and we are still there at, and having that. But just to do these things, like you said, make these memories and have these experiences.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
that, Lori, you're going to be with the grandkids doing stuff and having fun and being with your family. I'm going to be doing that as well. And it's just, I look around sometimes and it's like, you got to think about, like, be thankful, and know that this is
Yeah,
great that you can do it, and,
right, right.
fun. So anyways, with that, do you have anything else that you can think of to add?
It's just, I think after 4th of July, we could kind of check in and then talk further about what we did. But you know what? You're all welcome to put down what you did, put some pictures
Yes.
on the Facebook page. We would love to see them, and we encourage that. This platform, like Debbie said, was set up for you, so we could all communicate positive things.
Mhm.
We'd like to hear from all of you.
Yep.
It'll be awesome. So with that, Debbie, you want to close us out?
Sure. I do want to make one more mention. I want to say that we are overwhelmingly excited about what's been going on, because we finally have gotten to a place where people are coming to us and saying, I have somebody I want you to meet. I have somebody I think that would be great for your platform. I have this. And we just had this happen to us just a few days ago, where we've got somebody that we're going to, talk to, that we're going to actually have on. And we have so many things in a row coming up, like where we're just, and they're all so different. That's what we love, you guys. We love the diversity of the topics. We love the diversity of being able to share with you all. So because we're working so hard on that, we would just really love for all you guys to share us with everybody else too, and help us bring some more people, because you know what, this is where this has been so much fun. Selfishly, Lori and I, this to us means so much to us, because we learn from everybody. And then if we're learning from everybody and we can share it with everybody else, it's just a great win-win. Okay. So with that, we're going to say happy 4th of July. And Lori, I'm going to have you do our Friends Helping Friends closing.
Okay. Well, I'm Lori.
I'm Debbie.
And this is Friends Helping Friends. We'll see you later. Have a
Sounds
great
good, guys. Have a happy 4th of July. Take care. Bye-bye.